Hello, my name's Adele Maria, and with my friend Paul Ernest, we are starting a petition to the major health organisations and persons and the hospitals to encourage them to get vegan on the menu, vegan food, and to also promote veganism in hospitals. As you may be aware, or maybe not aware, eating meat and dairy is the cause of most diseases that people actually end up in hospital with. And then the hospitals are actually feeding them the food that's made them sick in the first place and is making them worse. We can prevent this and we can get people better. Was actually in hospital yesterday with my partner, and I got to prove the theory of the fact that there's actually nothing vegan on the menu for us, and they do not provide for vegans, although they apologised and said they should have. There was a menu and it consisted of nothing vegan. They were offered a carrot and coriander soup that had milk in it. They had to go get us chips from the cafeteria downstairs. And then at tea time, there was nothing vegan on the menu. So I had to push for vegan food. And she went downstairs to the cafeteria again and asked them if they had anything. And they said falafel burgers, jacket potato and beans, which was absolutely lovely and would have been lovely to be on the menu as well, so that the other people that were in the hospital could have the option of having vegan food and meat free and dairy free. Now, interestingly, there was a guy who came in, sat beside us in his bed, and he was in with a heart attack. And he said, "Can I have meat free?" And what did they do? They offered him meat options. And he said, "Okay, cottage pie." She didn't correct him in his confusion and say, "Well, actually, that's not meat free." She just said, "Okay." And I was gritting my teeth and thinking, oh, say something. And then he eventually said, "Oh, I've made a mistake. That's got meat in it." So then he had fish, thinking fish was meat free, which of course it isn't. His partner, when she came in, was like, "That menu's just rubbish. Is that all they offered you was fish?" So I basically said to them, he should have been offered the falafel burgers, jacket potato and beans as we got. And that should have been on the menu, really. So the hospital is looking into this now and says that really they do usually offer an allergy free. For allergy sufferers, they have something on the menu, or they have a vegan option usually, and that department of the hospital was actually incorrect and that she's looking into it. But I'm presuming there's a lot of this goes on in hospitals. And what we don't have is not just not vegan on the menu, we do not have the promotion of veganism and healthy eating in hospitals and ways that people can prevent getting these diseases or curing themselves from these diseases. Did you know there's actually a place in the world where they have no sicknesses or illnesses because they're all vegan? Well, they are all vegan. And my partner made a good point. He said maybe there's not much vegan food on the menu because there's rarely any vegans in hospitals to ask for vegan food because they're all healthy. They never get sick, which is a really good point. My stepfather said the same thing. He said, "Well, if you're vegan, you're supposed to be healthy, so you wouldn't be in hospital in the first place, would you?" The good point. Not many vegans end up in hospital, do they, or become sick? Except if it's stress related, of course, because they care so much about animals and suffering in the world. Then they get stress related illnesses. That can happen, and that can cause disease of the body. But that's actually stress related and not because of what they're putting into their body. So we'll set up this petition and it will be sent to the major people and persons, and if I can I will individually message every hospital in the UK, as I'm doing with churches as well, to encourage Christians to live their values and practice peace, mercy and compassion. So there's that petition you can sign if you would like to as well. I thought I'd just put that in here. I want to say a great big thanks to my great friend Paul Ernest for writing up this petition. He is so intelligent, so wise. He's a professional, and I just thought I'd make this video to actually go with it and just to explain a little situation that I had in a hospital yesterday, and which many vegans have probably had and can comply with. So yeah, sign the petition, share it please, let's get the ball rolling, and then we will send it off to the major people and the hospitals, and we can make changes for animals and people and their health and preventing sickness or helping to cure their sickness. Thank you.